day had been full of jobs. The pups were in a hurry to finish them because a great big game of neighborhood snow tag was starting up. They all wanted to play. Billy dusted the kitchen. Smudge swept the floor. Farrah checked all the nozzles and the hoses. And Tanker took the flashing light off me and gave it a good polish. Polishing the light was a very important job, and Tanker felt important doing it. An emergency light has to shine brightly. He polished it so well that he could see his smiling reflection in it. He was admiring his work when Hopwell jumped up right beside him. He told Tanker the huge game of neighborhood snow tag was starting up. Tanker needed to hurry if he didn't want to be it. Tanker was all finished polishing the light, so he knew he was free to play. He jumped up and off with Hopwell. Although his job was finished, the light was still sitting on the floor. Even I didn't notice it. All I noticed was the 4 pups leaping and jumping through the snow, hurrying to meet their friends. Well, I have to say that the game was full of laughing, chasing, and lots of snow flying in the air. It wasn't easy to catch somebody because you had to toss the snow into their tracks. If it hit their boots, they were it. No snowballs were allowed, and so it was hard for Tortellini to catch anybody. Turtles can be very slow. As snow showered over Zeke, he knew he had been caught. Tortellini surprised Zeke by sneaking up behind him. Later in the game, Angora had a great idea. He climbed up a tree, and when Smudge ran, he dropped snow on him. It made everybody, including Smudge, laugh. Morgenstein shook with laughter. He stopped when the shaking caused him to sink into the snow. After that, Montelier was it. Everybody could see him coming, so he thought up his own plan. He squinched down in the snow and sprang up so fast that Lydia shrieked and laughed and bumped right into an icicle hanging in a tree. It was a great deal of fun and made me wish a truck could play. I'd no sooner had that thought when the radio crackled with a call for help from Ophelia. I went to flash my light, but when I did, nothing happened. The pups played on. I tried again. Nothing. Then I realized, to my real surprise, that my light wasn't even there. I could see all the friends shouting and racing about in the fluffy snow, and I hated to startle any of them, but I had to sound my siren. When the siren sounded, every single person playing snow tag stopped in their tracks. Everyone except for 4 pups. They raced for me and jumped aboard. The pups wondered why I hadn't used the flashing light. And I explained that I had tried, but the light wasn't there. All 4 pups looked at each other. That was certainly strange. Nobody had seen it. Tanker said that he polished it up beautifully, but hadn't seen it since. And we were all curious and wanted to know what had actually happened to it. But at that moment, we had a rescue to get to. In the squealing of my tires, we were at the ski hill. There we saw the most incredible sight. Poor Ophelia was skiing and had come to a small bush. She wanted to ski around the bush, But 4 of her feet went one way and 4 went the other way, and now she was completely entangled in the bush. The pups puzzled over how to get her out, and then they all agreed it would have to be one leg at a time. When they had 4 legs clear of the bush, they asked her to hold them over her head until they untangled the next 4. Finally free, Ophelia prepared to ski the rest of the way down the hill. She invited the pups to jump on the back of her skis for a ride down. At the bottom, Ophelia thanked us for rescuing her. She told us that she had had enough skiing for one day and headed for home. We were soon back at the fire station, and everyone was surprised to see the flashing light sitting on the floor. Tanker turned to me. He said he must have forgotten to put it away. He was not feeling too proud. I reminded him that a job just wasn't done until everything was put back where it belonged. Tanker slowly nodded his head. Then I added, because it was true, that I had never ever seen the light look so sparkly clean. And with a broad smile, Tanker raised his head and thanked me. He held a finger up in the air and promised that he would never forget again. And you know, he never has. And I know that you'll remember, when you're doing something for someone, make sure the whole job is done and tidied up before you go off and play. If you do, I know that everybody will appreciate it.
Here's some things that are fun to do. Fun for the friends who play with you. Fun for a bunch or just for 2. Fun for me and fun for you. You can wash the cars and trucks you play with in the sandbox. Use just a little bit of soap and a bucket of water. One friend can wash and the other can dry them off. And then you can put them on display. Did I mention you should use just a little bit of soap?